All right, we are live. Hello, guys. How are you doing today? It's another episode. It's the episode 88 of our FOREX LIGHT sessions. My name is Josh, and I'm happy to have you on the session with me. How are you guys doing today? This is Saturday. It's the weekend. The markets are closed, and I hope it's been an exciting weekend for you all. You know, surely an exciting close to a profitable week, to a good week, to an exciting week of forex trading. In Saturday, I would do mostly on a day like this is basically mostly to review the things we've done over the past week, and especially, of course, the previous day. Review what we've done and see the result of our activities and look out for ways we can improve. That's mostly what we do on a day like today, on a day like this. So I'm gonna quickly go down to the charts, go down to the yeah, good. Go down to the chart we stopped with, and this that was this chart. Okay, okay. So on the last on the previous session, we were we were talking about sort of the trade. Let's see the result of that trade. Okay, good. Actually, that trade was a win for me on my trading app. But interestingly, something interesting happened on the charts. Okay, let's go to the 1 minute time frame because it was a scalp trade. It was a scalp trade that we got for us. Okay, there it is. There you are. Let's read it out. Okay, good. So this was the trade. We got it as a follow up to this breakout, and with our stop loss just behind the previous low before the breakout happened. And our target was this level here. Our target was this level, respecting this line at this point. Okay, so let's see what happened. Let's see what played out on that one. So as you can see, price came down to hit our stop loss. As you can see, the price came down to hit our stop loss. What's going on? Okay, network. Apologies for the network. Okay, come on, come back. Don't these people got bigger fish to fry. So on the chart, yes, the price came down to our stop loss before it moved all the way to our take profit. But interestingly, due to disparity between this chart and the actual broker I run with, this trade did not hit my stop loss on my broker, and it went all the way to my take profit, and I was able to. This was one of the trades that brought me into profit overall for the week, and it was a very nice one. I was happy about that. I was happy about that because I was pretty much invested in that trade. So I was happy. I was glad that it went in that direction, and I was able to make some good money for us. And of course, this trade was also in play. Easily went ahead to make us okay. I think this trade, yeah, of course, on the chart you can see we went to it take profit. That was another profitable trade. But I think for one reason or the other, the trade did not trigger on my broker. Yeah, I think I was already at the limit of my margin level at the time, so the trade could not execute. That's all right. The analysis worked out and it was a successful analysis. It was a successful trade. And that gives me joy. That gives me confidence. That gives me, you know, it's a sign that we're doing something right. Not so? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a sign that we are doing something correctly and we find ourselves on the right path. We have ourselves on the right path. Okay, so that's basically where we are yesterday. So all day I've been on I've been doing back testing. That was what you guys saw there just before I came to this chat. I was back testing the strategy. You know, yeah, that's basically what you do on weekends: back test, review, and plan for a better next week. So I've done a bit of I've done quite a number of trades on the back test. Trades to basically fine tune my strategy, because I'm basically creating a strategy from scratch. That is the pure truth. I've not seen any coach or any trader or any video that even remotely nears the strategy that I'm working on. Honestly, I've not seen it anywhere, but I've observed it on my channel. I've observed it play out. I've observed a lot of moves play out based on the strategy, and I believe it is worth looking into. And so far, the strategy, let me see if I can show you guys the results. Okay, I'm only sharing the charts. Okay, basically, the current results. I've taken 30 trades on that. Okay, let me just quickly share this with you guys. Okay, let me share my display, and you guys can see what's going on. You can see what we're doing. You can see. Okay, so I'm gonna share my window so that you can see all the tabs I'm working on. Okay, good. So let's see. So this is my notes. As you can see, channel strategy on gold. So I've had 10 winning trades and 20 losing trades. Right. So altogether, I've taken 20 trades, and all the trades were on 5 minutes time frame, mostly on 5 minute time frame. I couldn't, yeah, mostly on 5 minute time frame. So basically, the purpose of this, because like I said, it's a brand new strategy that I'm working on. So I'm basically fine tuning the strategy, practicing it, trying it out, and figuring out how it works. For example, breakout. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand the way the price breakouts of the channel. And so far, I've had four recorded example. Doesn't mean that I'm not sure it does. Okay, it doesn't mean about only four breakouts, but the ones that I was able to record, about four recorded breakouts in the bias of our channel breakouts, and zero for against the bias of channel breakout. Doesn't mean I've not had breakouts against the bias of the channel, but recorded ones I've had four and zero recorded. Then the runaway breakout that did not retest, about only one that did not retest, whereas three of my breakouts actually retested and gave me an opportunity to confirm the move and then join it with much more confidence. So yeah, retest is a very good thing. Retest is a very good thing because when there's no retest, it's difficult to, and you just have to enter moves without getting confirmation. Then you place yourself in a bigger risk, and yeah, it's overall a bigger risk, and there's a tendency that it will increase the number of your losing trades. So I also want to see the rejections. Whether I've noticed that price doesn't really retest rejections a lot, right? It just moves and goes all the way. So I want to start recording that as well. going. I want to start recording. I want to start taking data of that, so I will know if I have to join a rejection at the first attempt, or if I have the leverage, if I have the opportunity to just chill and wait for a retest as a confirmation. And so far, about five lessons. At least I tried to maintain the lessons to five. I don't want it to be too much. So I've had for triangle, stop loss should reference first low. Yep. This helped me on that trade that I showed you. I just showed you guys. You know, let's go back to that trade. This trade, there was a triangle at this. Okay, let me do the 1 minute. There was a triangle. Okay, let's see. Let's see. And I go to the 1 minute to show you us. So basically, triangles, of course, you know what triangles are. They're descending triangles, ascending triangles. They are chart patterns that, you know, that chart patterns that, you know, that traders use to make money, of course, because you can predict the direction they will go to. You can predict the direction the the pattern will go to. Oh, is it not this one? Okay, I guess it's not this one. Okay, not this one. Maybe I think it was the previous trade before this one. I think there was a trade that I entered before this one. Okay, so that trade was an ascending triangle. Good. So as expected, the price broke out to the upside, but then it came to retest before it went all the way. So the retest took out the first low, as in it took out a few of the lows that I would have used as my stop loss. But I got, of course, well, like always, I got a hunch or from experience. I knew that, yeah, that's gonna happen. So I put my stop loss in a very respectable point, respecting the one of the lowest lows of that triangle, and the price, and that ended up helping me, you know, such that I didn't lose that trade. I was able to make money on that trade because I respected, a good stop loss in my triangle. Now during my back test, there was a triangle that I did not respect a good low. You know, I used a low that was very close, trying to, of course, you guys know the benefit of having a short, of having a low stop loss, having a small stop loss. So, but unfortunately, the price came back into that area before it moved on to my take profit. So I lost that trade. Now, if I had done what I did yesterday, which is to respect the a very good low, a very good low, as in probably the first low of that triangle, then the retest would not have taken me out, and I would have made money. I would have won that trade. So that was why I had to write it down that, okay, for triangles, my stop loss should reference the first low. It should reference a good enough low so that I don't get taken out when the retest happens. So, second lesson that I've learned so far on my back test for today is don't use the same take profit for multiple trades. Expand target. Yeah, yesterday I did this a lot yesterday. I took multiple trades, stacking, and I had the same the same take profits for all the trades. For whatever reason, maybe I wasn't confident that they were gonna go all the way. So just wanted to get the money and get it out. Get it out of the bag, get get out with the bag before whatever else wants to happen before it happens. So I tended to there was a tendency to just let's just get all the money out. I don't care about any other move after that. But then come on, come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Allow the trades to run. Allow the trades to run. And yeah, so that's what I will try to do next week. So that's why I'm writing it down. I will try to I'll try to expand my targets and allow trades to run better. So the third lesson, break even after TP1. Now the reason why I have this second one is that there were many of the trades that I did that they ran after hitting my take profit. So if I have all my entries on that first take profit, then I would have missed out on some easy pips, some very easy pips I would have missed out on. So that's why I had to write that down and allow. trades to run in terms of expanding my targets for multiple entries. Then I'll break in even after TP1. So sometimes the trades don't just go, all the way. Oh, wait, now on a second thought, I think I should actually record this. I should actually take data to defend this. Trades that actually get the TP, do they move? Do they impulse all the way, or do they take their time? Versus trades that take their time, come into profit, draw down, and eventually go into loss. You know, so I think I need to have data on trades that take their time, whether they go into profit or they eventually go into loss, so that I will know what to do when the trade is not moving quickly enough, because it can be annoying when a trade goes well into profit but doesn't hit your TP and then goes back and goes to a loss. It can be quite annoying. So let's, what do we call that? Slow trades. Let's call it calm trades. Calm moves. Okay, so for the calm moves, do they eat profit or do they eat loss? All right, good. So I'm gonna record that for trades that I just had one before the session on one of my back testing. Trade went into profit, but it did not get to take profits, and then it went back and it played around a bit around the entry, and it went back to eat the stop loss. So this, if I have a very good ratio of, you know the calm moves going into profit, then I will just leave it. But if I have way more going into lesson, when they don't impulse, when they don't move with enthusiasm, then there's no point. There's no point. I'm just gonna close those trades in profit when they are moving calmly, knowing that the tendency for them to go into a lesson is higher than the tendency for them to go into profit. So good point. Good point. Thanks guys for giving me that inspiration. That's one of the benefits of having these sessions with you guys. And honestly, I think I actually gain more. That's the reality of it. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for your audience. I'm grateful for giving me the privilege to be in this position where you guys are listening and getting something from my experience. It's a privilege. It's a privilege. Okay, so good. Break even after TP1. So basically, pending when I'll get the result of my calm moves, I break even only after TP1 and allow the other TPs to do their business. So I think I can move this to two entries. Yeah, that's basically to allow for trades that move beyond the first TP, because many trades move beyond the first. The first TP is basically like the sure move, like this. If it's gonna move, it's gonna get here. That's my idea of TP1. If it's gonna move, it will surely get here. So anything after that, then you know it's more probability. But the surest target, that's what I keep as my TP1, and I take it very seriously. That's the one I actually put in my major lot size, my major positions, the short target. Then I have the more minor positions, smaller lot sizes for the other target. So I think this can be together in the same space to allow room for new lessons. So the last lesson I've learned, or should I say the last recorded lesson I've learned on this backtesting, is for me to notice and leverage the higher time frame moves. Yeah, because I do my channel all the way from the monthly time frame to the 5 minute time frame. So I need to be able to leverage the moves. For example, having a 5 minute channel move may not really go very far and just make a few pips and all. But when that 5 minute moves align with a 15-minute channel, then the pips will go far, even farther. So I wouldn't want to miss that. I wouldn't want to miss that. I would not want to miss that. But then when it actually now aligns with a 1 hour channel, oh my god, Oh my, that's the money spinner. That's the money spinner right there, and I must not miss it. I must be on ground. I must notice it. I must realize it, and I must leverage it. So that's uh, that's the idea behind this lesson. I want to notice and leverage the higher time frame moves. And that's all I've learned for my back testing so far. I've enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed it, and it's been an it's been an eye opener. It's been an eye opener. At least I've seen that it's not the strategy is not foolproof. you know, you can see lost 21 110. But I'm still happy about it. I'm still confident in it. So because as you know, in fact, it's not always about having the best win ratio, but it's all about your risk to reward. When you win, you know how much do you win, and when you lose, how much do you lose? So I try to win a lot when I win, and then lose only a little when I lose. That's my direction. That's my intention. That is my plan. And yeah, that's one of the things I'll work towards practicing because it's not easy to practice this kind of thing on backtesting. It's the live, the actual trading that you can get that. Of course, it's not it's impossible. It is possible, but then only the live results will tell. Only the live results, your profit and loss at the end of a week, that will tell whether you actually won your wins well, or you lost your losses badly. You know, yeah. So we'll see how that pans out. One thing I loved about my wins is that my all my wins have been at they've always had a good risk reward ratio. On average, 1 to 2. On average, I've had 1 to 1.5. I think I've had 1 to 3 as well. 1 to 2.5, a lot, and but yeah, 1 to 2 generally. So that gives me confidence. Okay, from every win, it balances out. It balances out to losses. So every win I have about balances out to losses. So that means based on this 10 times 2, that's 20. So I've basically won 20 pips, what I've lost 20 pips. So it's basically a draw right now. It's basically a draw right now. And that this is not considering anyway, of course, if I want to start considering the trades that are right ahead of TP1, then I also have to consider the trades that went into a loss and I had multiple entries. So that doesn't I guess it doesn't work that way. So okay. So that's I don't know if you guys understand what I just said, but it's all right. That's not the message for this session. For those of you that understand it, fine. And for those that don't understand, forget about it. Yeah, you'll get to understand it. It's the big deal. You get to understand it in due time. That'll be all for our session tonight. It's been a privilege. It's been a joyful one. It's been an exciting one, and I'm thankful to Jehovah for the privilege, for the knowledge, for the grace to be in this position. Have a good weekend, guys. Bye bye.